Next to some of the northernmost waters of the beautiful Chesapeake Bay, we're at M&T Bank Stadium near Baltimore's Inner Harbor. Justin Tucker has this all teed up. And we're underway from the bank. Brown with a return here. He stopped on the return at the 27. Let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Here we go. 11 MT.
A carry by Brooks to start the drive. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Play action now, Burrow. That throw finds Jamar Chase. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Here we go.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Here we go, here we go.
On the ground, it's Brooks to start the drive. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
11-90.
They'll stay on the ground with Brooks. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches.
Here we go. 11 MT, Kate. 11 MT.
They'll try and run here with Brooks. And he is going to have a Bengals first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
11. It's set.
They'll run right here with Brooks. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jonathan Brooks, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A short throw caught by Andrews. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's 2nd down. You talk about this Bengals defense, and they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
The Ravens at 0-5, just a dismal start to the year. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. On the counter, it's Henry. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Now, this defense for the Bengals, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
Yeah, they held them to just 7 points, and if you rewatch the game tape, and I did multiple times, it was amazing to me that the other guys even got 7. They were absolutely dominating on that side of the football.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
A first down carry for Henry. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
They'll send a tight end in motion right. Jackson firing quickly out wide for Bateman. Jackson to Bateman there, first down Ravens. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll run straight ahead with Brooks. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. Here, look at this Baltimore defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
They've tried all season long to fix all the things that they need to in the running game, and they have been successful so far. I'm wondering if this is a time to just sell out. Make sure you have 8 in the box every time and bring a 9th and sometimes even a 10th to try and stop them from running the ball.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
Fielded just inside the 30. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Again, it's Henry. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Henry up the middle. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. These two teams all tied after one.
Don't worry.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 6. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion right here. Here's Jackson to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
As you know, so many things in the passing game are based on yardage. Sometimes it's just based on timing. And that's what we saw right there on that play. 3rd and 3. Just get the ball right to the receiver.
Is the hitch route. Tell us, what is the hitch route?
Yeah, just take really one step like you're driving off the line of scrimmage, get the defensive back on his heels, get the ball out to the receiver, and he does the rest.
And that'll be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now they got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Jackson now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
I'm wondering.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
He may go. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jonathan Brooks with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bengals are once again back in front. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
To throw is Jackson. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. It really doesn't get much easier than the last drive. One play, and they took it all the way to the house on the touchdown run.
And you know how many times we talk about that's exactly how they drew it up? Because essentially every play that's drawn up in an offensive playbook, if everyone does their job perfectly, should go for a touchdown, right? That's one that actually did. Give a little credit to those big fellows up front, too. They sprang their man for not only a big gain, but 6 points.
Now Burrow. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. Down the sideline he goes. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards.
Just a breakdown there defensively. It looked like someone got their wires crossed because no one seemed to pick him up at all. He's running free, and there's not a quarterback in the league who's going to miss that throw. That's a huge play.
It's just set. 11, 11. 11, 11, 11.
Brooks is in. Touchdown Bengals. So his big first half continues. His 3rd touchdown already. We'll have to keep watch as this game goes along, how much they want to continue to ride him, because he could be on his way to a record-setting performance. McPherson now for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. 2nd down, they go again with Henry. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 95 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Here we go.
Now it's Burrow.
He completes that to Garrett Wilson. Finding room at midfield.
And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that.
Here we go, here we go.
But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
12.
They go play action with Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
Here we go.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted.
And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. That's complete left side to Bateman.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch, not much yardage afterwards.
They go play action now. Jackson.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On 1, ready?
Here's 2nd and 10.
Gun. Dot.
Here's Burrow. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
On 1, ready?
2nd and 10.
Dot.
Burrow will throw. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown.
He's to the 15.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Bengals will extend their lead here just before halftime. McPherson on for the point after.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Looking deep here for Flowers. And that is incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Evan McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone. And
nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. He may go. Mark Andrews. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 72 yards. And the Ravens come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Tucker now for the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. And now that brings up fourth down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And, Charles, the name of the game last time, efficiency. Their very first snap, they connected for a quick touchdown.
They get more value than just the points from that series as well. Only needing one play, it keeps the entire offense rested up. And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Now it's Jackson. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Jackson. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that's going to make it fourth down. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And they will take over first and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. The third quarter has not been kind to them after they built that lead at intermission. They've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution?
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
So that potentially a turning point here this third quarter. A two-score lead down to one now following the pick six.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense, delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for two. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he will dive into the end zone, and a two-point conversion is successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now it's Burrow. Yeah, that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
44-yard punt, return of 9.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Right side, there's Likely with it. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And now it's 3rd and 4.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Play action. Now Jackson. And this is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's...
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. The Ravens send their punter out now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Bengals drive about to get going. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
11 MT, 11 MT.
Once again, it's Brooks. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 164 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
On 1st and 10, it's Brooks. Now he's into the clear again. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. In motion left is Wilson. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And now they will throw it with Burrow. Forced out to his left. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 26. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on E!
Ready?
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle with Brooks here.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase.
Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Bengals go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. But that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Evan McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
Play action. It's Jackson. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Trey Hendrickson.
He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
At the 34-yard line.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Going for Bateman. He's got him on the out route.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Jackson from the shotgun. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Flowers. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
Here's Brooks.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
2nd and goal from the 1.
Here we go, here we go.
He'll try again.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals.
Jonathan Brooks
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Bengals are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Here's Jackson to throw. Complete to Likely. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They go play action with Jackson. Bateman's got it on the crossing route here. They'll go for a gain of 7, and it's second down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson. And Walker has it. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Bengals 32-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into covers because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Again, Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize.
That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And they will get back to within 1 score as he is into the end zone, and the lead's cut to 8 here in the 4th. So here we go. They'll need the recovery, obviously, then a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Looking deep here for Chase. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Jamar Chase with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Bengals have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, They absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Here's 2nd down and 3.
180.
To throw is Jackson. Pass complete. It's likely.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Here we go, here we go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
Now Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Here's 2nd down. Jackson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Hey, middle.
Jackson. He's got a man complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
13 at the 49-yard line.
Here's Jackson. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Well, you know they're going to look his way in the 2-minute drill, but that time he was blanketed, and they forced the incompletion. May need some teammates to step up in this spot.
Throwing, Jackson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
What's this say?
They go play action with Burrow. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the